Catfished, but this time there's a twist. The man getting catfished might just deserve to get catfished. My lovely wife Mary was telling me about this one and saying that the man that's getting catfished, and if they start going through his message and everything, that they just kind of stop the investigation because they're like, "Wow, dude, okay." What? So let's see what that's all about.
On today's episode, we speak to a man named Tony from Denver, Colorado, who was approached by a woman named Patricia through text messages. The two engage in a conversation about a paid companionship.
All right. Tony. They got Tony's face blurred out already because I guess like after the fact, they're like, already from like her like filed down teeth that she has. He's got an Under Armour hat on. Nah, that ain't a Nike hat, brother. You ain't got the. You can't sugar daddy it up. Sorry.
My name is Tony. I work in the restaurant industry as a cook. I enjoy riding motorcycles.
What if they're like changing his voice, or if he just talks like that all the time? Hi guys, my name's Tony. I like to ride motorcycles. I'm a tough guy.
I just wanna ride my motorcycle.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It's fine. It's fine. It ain't American muscle. The cult of American muscle. That ain't a. Oh boy, that ain't. What are you riding? The Japanese?
Looks comfy though.
Harleys are so overpriced and.
Somebody told me they're not even made in America anymore.
No, they're not. I don't even know. I wouldn't doubt it, to be honest.
Okay.
Some Harley Davidson motorcycles are made in China, but not all. Okay. They've taken steps to reassure customers that motorcycles sold in the United States are still made in the United States. Which is it? Well, anyway.
Between my last girlfriend, she moved out of town, had a void that I wanted to fill. I joined a couple websites.
Tony signed up for a bunch of different dating sites.
Okay, all right. So he broke up and then signed up for a bunch of dating sites because that's where we find love. Yeah. Our bots, our bers, you know.
Well, when you type your login as Tony, you know what I mean? Like, what do you expect?
Password is Tony Chef 123.
Yeah, 123.
Average size, I don't know, 5'4", nice figure.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Tony, that she's trying to get a hold of you. She's getting a little anime toy back there. Yeah, of course. Naruto. Yeah. Obviously, she's into old men. You know, why wouldn't she be?
Growing up, there were too many cheerleaders and other girls that just wanted to screw me because of who I was or because of my popularity or my achievements. I wanted more.
This man peaked in high school.
He had all the babes, though.
Just everybody throwing themselves at him. That's why he's in there filming in front of like his wardrobe, I guess, because his closet of showing off all of his things, all of his what. I can't even tell what these things are over here, but I'm sure they're worth a lot of money because he is who he is. Any woman he wants, he could have. That's why he was on online dating sites, because he's just in such high demand because of who he is. Sure thing, Tony.
Tony was contacted by Patricia's manager. Her name was Mary Grace. She told Tony if he wanted to continue to speak with Patricia, he was going to have to pay.
A manager had started corresponding me, and it seemed like it was a dating service.
Someone randomly text messages you, she's attractive and loves you, and then all of a sudden her manager shows up and demands that you start paying. So her pimp showed up, got you. Yeah. Understand.
Online pimp.
So he paid for the membership, and they continued to chat.
Wow.
There's a manager that travels, and it seemed like it was some sort of infrastructure business. There was a certain quota that Patricia had, and that was the driving force.
He's trying to go through and explain this. It doesn't make any sense of how he even thought this was like a legit thing. Like,
he thought she had a quota to meet. She's got to talk to so many dudes and get so much money, but she loves me. You know what I mean?
She loves him.
Different.
It's different for him. He's in high demand, all right? You should have seen him in high school. He was a stud. I have to take care of you. I signed a contract. I have a quota of 500 I have to make from dating every month. She's literally telling you it's a scam, like straight up.
Right.
Just literally being like, this is a scam.
Every time Tony would pay a fee, it just seemed like Mary Grace would come up with something else he needed to pay for to continue to talk to Patricia.
Yeah, he kept paying money, and we kept charging him, and he kept paying it. Great. It's going wonderful. Got him.
I didn't want to back out and lose my money. My intentions were just to get to know her. I wanted
I love that train of thought. I didn't want to lose my money, so I kept spending money to
So I kept sending it.
protect my investment.
But at the same time, he started to get in contact with other models that were working for the same company. All of the girls, including Patricia, needed money from Tony.
females cost
No
money,
way, dude.
and no matter what you do, if you're taking
They're just like, dude, we got one. We got a good one. Let's get some more girls in here talking to this guy. And even what he says right here is like, females cost money. God. Okay. He's one of these guys.
Wow.
no matter what you do, if you're taking them out to dinner, that amount is actually paying for ultimately what guys want. They want to have sex, no matter if
Okay, well, actually, maybe he's not getting scammed. Maybe this is exactly what he was. Just thought it was like an escort service or something. He's just trying to pay to get him some.
I almost feel like there's even better avenues than this. I don't know. Like, this seems weird.
Well, I say that, and that's probably like giving him too much credit because
Right.
now that I actually think about it, I think that's probably just the way he thinks is that it's just transactional. It's like, oh no, he's like the. He's like the super simp, the neck beard. He's holding the door open, saying "milady" and expecting his fellatio afterwards and some coitus. You know, you just said thank you and left.
How dare you?
Women are all the same. Yeah, he's one of those guys.
Yeah.
it was dinner or a gesture.
This is when things flat out just got weird. Mary Grace sent a message to Tony asking if he was willing to purchase Patricia for himself. They claimed that they would release her from the company and deliver her to Tony.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. So we've gone from prostitution to just straight up sex trafficking.
Yeah. Can we arrest Tony?
I see why his face is blurred out now and why Mary told me to watch this one. So yeah, that changes everything. Wow. Well, what does Tony say about buying this girl that they're trying to sell who's under contract and she doesn't, I mean, she exists, but not in the context she thinks she does.
What kind of company is this?
Then I started raising my expectation that if they're going to say this, then they better meet that expectation. They promised everything, anything. They were.
Oh, so it didn't raise any questions about like the legitimacy of like who he's dealing with. Now it's like, okay, well, you better do it. Oh,
Wow.
boy.
And she's yours. And they were talking about taking her out of state to Utah. I said that you can't take a confined prisoner or someone who's under restraint or under the supervision of an individual and cross state lines. I didn't know what those were. I was just thinking logically.
Thinking logically since when?
Well, yeah, really. Oh gosh, Tony's lost his mind.
I need to stop like giving him credit. Like Tony doesn't know what he's doing, but I think Tony knows exactly what he's doing. I think he just
Right.
the fact that he's like admitting, I don't understand. Like,
We're 5 minutes in, and now I'm just sitting here thinking, you know what? I'm not sure how this gets around to this, but we need to tase him.
yeah, at what point is I guess he's here because he got catfished because he thought he was going to purchase someone, and then they were just like JK, and he's mad about it. Like, is that why he's here?
He said you can't take someone in restraints across state lines. Like, what?
Yeah, I read that too. I kind of got lost in that story, so I really didn't know what he was talking about. But like, they're gonna like restrain. I don't know. Okay, all right, some
Jeez.
P Diddy level stuff going on already.
Wow.
Manager was mistreating her, that she was being physically abused, that there was a threat of them taking advantage of her. The guard, he took my phone or broke my phone or broke the
So
laptop.
now she's a prisoner. Yeah, now it is just like straight up sex trafficking. Like she's like being held somewhere. Again, she's not real. This is still catfish. Like, well, as far as like she ends up being real, I'm gonna be very surprised. But no, they're scamming him, but they're just going along with whatever story works on him, right? And so the story has gone to sex trafficking, so they can exploit more money out of this guy.
And it's working.
Good God. But anyway, they start off like they do like very basic things like the love bombing at the beginning, and now it's like trying to like and you're my only hope, you're my savior, you know, playing off like his sympathy and his pity and like, you know, that kind of things. God, dude.
Wow, man.
He's just falling for it.
At this point, Tony had paid all the fees to get Patricia released from Mary Grace and her boss. Patricia thanked Tony for freeing her, but she was never delivered.
Thank you, Tony, for saving me.
Jeez.
Goodbye forever as I fade into
Back into your text messages.
back to the next sucker.
She was never delivered.
Well, I didn't fear that I was doing anything wrong because I was trying to help her. I was really.
Were you trying to help her though, Tony?
Right.
Were you really actually trying to help her though?
You were trying to buy her, Tony.
But that was to free her, to save her, even though it seems like the way this is explained that after the fact. Like that's like an after the fact, right? Like, yeah, let's get her. And then all of a sudden now she's being abused and all this stuff, right?
Yeah.
I was relieved. I felt happy. If I wanted sex, I'd just go to the bar, find some drunk girls, and wouldn't have to pay for sex. It was.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
Tase him.
Tase him. 100%.
It's all I can do.
He says he's a cook. Maybe like a meth cook or something. This guy's gotta be
exactly.
high.
That's what I'm thinking.
Jesus.
That's why it's blurred out. That's just his vision.
My intentions with Patricia moving forward are to get my refund. My real hope was that I would get that money back. I was like, holy shit, that was a lot of money.
So he wants a refund. That's why he's here.
He wants a refund.
He wants his money back.
Yeah.
This thing was all farce. Everything was fake. We then looked into all the text
Yeah,
messages.
obviously it was fake. I guess it is necessary. I feel like it's an unnecessary thing to say now, but like you almost have to be like, we wanted to make sure that she was safe and that she was okay, so we looked her up. Well, obviously,
Right.
is that virtue signaling? I don't know. It kind of like gets on my nerves now when they like have to like make a point to be like, we did all the things just so you know. It's like everyone knew she was fake.
You had referenced a lot of your high school days, and that's impacted your mindset now. Can you help us understand like what happened during that time frame and why that's something that you brought up quite a bit?
So I don't know. I don't even remember some of the questions.
It's like he's bringing up his high school days. Yeah, I tell you, he peaked in high school, and that was like the best time of his life. It's been all downhill from there.
Yeah.
And his mindset about life and everything is still very like high school based, obviously.
Yeah.
I think what he's doing is even considered to be okay. Yeah, hopefully they call the cops by the end of this episode.
Right. And I was going to say, his high school years look as if they're like 40, 50 years
A long time ago.
too. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's been a minute.
They were long enough ago that no one remembers that he didn't actually do anything in high school. Like that one football pitcher, that's like the one time that he got off the bench.
Probably wasn't even him.
Yeah, it would have been him. He's reliving those glory days. So we're kind of skipping through this like interview they have with him a little bit, but basically they're getting him to explain the whole situation, and the dude can barely even explain the situation himself.
Yeah.
I feel like the more he explains it out loud, the more he goes, "Oh, yeah, this is really stupid."
Maybe I scammed myself. I don't know.
It's like, maybe I'm actually the bad guy here. Maybe something.
I could tell that she wasn't educated in the United States because her grammatical sense and all that, she was misspelling words. And so half the time I was trying to figure out what she was writing, but I can't.
Golly, dude.
Man's over here like, yeah, her English wasn't her first language. It's almost like she was a scammer from another country. Weird, huh?
You were talking about delivery. What is that? Like were you expecting the manager to deliver her to your house, or?
That was the term that they were using.
You were paying for a date? What were you paying for?
A quota to get her released. There was a card, an ID, an authorization, a verification.
Sorry, as it zooms out, I'm just trying to. What is this? What is this email?
Right?
So this is, but you blank. But blank, you keep taking money and never release her. You're fake. You're fraud. You deserve to go to prison. Blank off. Blank ass liar. Now go. Something. You will die a horrible death soon.
Jeez.
Dude. Dude's a keyboard warrior over here. I told you, man. He's a freaking incel. 100%.
Oh, 100.
He slapped me in my face and punched me in my tummy. He said when I tried to run away, he's going to me. And then your response was, well, what did you learn with that action?
Dude.
Jeez.
I'm glad she's not real.
No kidding.
she's going to get delivered, and he's just going to do the same thing. What did you learn? Yeah, this is you did it. What did you learn? He's like, even like the bottom here, help me, I'm scared. Yeah, what did you learn?
Jeez, dude. At what point do these people are probably sitting there like getting this information, or like, we gotta like turn this dude in or something? I don't like, this is nuts.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they do or not. Like, it never. So far, it hasn't alluded that they're going to. But I mean, I would imagine it'd be the same thing of like To Catch a Predator, right? They show up and like all the intention and everything's there, but there's no actual victim, you know?
Right.
But they still get arrested. So I wonder if like him like trying to participate in sex trafficking or whatever you want to call it, prostitution, whatever the charge would be. Yeah, I feel like there's enough here that there's a case,
to
right?
get something somewhere, right?
Yeah.
What did you mean by that response?
I don't know that. I don't remember the context of it.
Well, I just read the context of it.
Like,
I don't remember the context. Yeah, okay. The context was
Well, we just read it to you.
They're hurting me, and you said, "What did you learn?" Like no like comfort or oh my gosh or nothing. Just and what did you learn?
there's a lot of clustered words there. I can't decipher it.
He can't even read his.
There's a lot of clustered words there. I can't decipher what I was trying to say. Okay,
Yeah, it's your messages. Yeah,
my brain cannot comprehend at all. So sorry, guys. Sorry. Oh, you're the one that said it. Yeah. I know. I understand that, but I don't understand it at the same time.
Wow.
I'd have to look at it in order to interpret or give a sound explanation of what I had said to her.
Go look in your messages. Then you got your phone.
Oh my God.
Dude's even struggled to come up with his excuse right now.
Did you know that, there was going to be a business deal with her being sold to you?
She wouldn't tell me the specifics of why she was being held captive against her will. And so she said that she knew the business and what was going on, but she couldn't say it.
That's not what he's asking him either.
It's not even the question. It's not even the question.
At this point, he knew she was being held captive. He knew she was being abused, yet he never contacted the police.
Yeah.
At what point did you feel...
Well, yeah, it's like, what's he gonna do? Telling himself at this point, right? Of course, seems like he's been in a courtroom before, maybe because he's like trying to be so ambiguous about everything that he says. 90% of this video, even the parts that we skipped through, he doesn't like say much of anything.
No,
he just kind of goes around every topic.
At what moment, did you stop and think maybe I should call the police and help her out?
Well, I thought that all the time, but calling the police, you need proof, you need evidentiary, you need factual basis. And all I had was a number or a voice with no location, no true identity, no company. These people were not even in the same location.
She's using a cell phone. They can't find where that cell phone is. It's not like it's just a GPS. They can just find you at any time they want through your cell phone.
He's like, well, I just didn't want to tell him that, like, yo, these people really need to give me a refund for this chick I'm trying to buy, okay? Save her from me, is what this guy's saying.
When something happens in an area, they can go and like pull every phone that was like in the area that made like a phone call or anything.
Right.
And so like the fact that they can't, all I got's a phone number. That's all. They want to find somebody through a phone number. That's all they need. 100%. They can, you can definitely be found just by your cell phone. Even your cell phone can find your cell phone. Like you just turn on maps. It says, "Are you sure?" It doesn't. You don't even without your permission. That sucker knows where you are. All right. So it's like this dude's just full of crap.
I'm just be candid. Like morally, I have a problem with this.
You guys I asked for help, and if this is the help that you guys are coming forth with, then
Tony signed up for meetme.com.
Finally, the dude's like, I'm not very comfortable with this, man. He's like,
Right.
I came for you guys for help. This is how you're going to be? Dude. God. Dude, like, literally is, like, still in, like, high school brain. Just a terrible person, really. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. it's probably he's just sitting there getting scammed by one dude sitting at home at his computer. He's the one who like, oh no, they're keeping you captive? Yep. You hate that, right? Get me out. You know, like whatever. The dude literally fed into everything. None of it's real. Except this man was trying to buy a human being. Like, that is crazy to me.
The only real part about this whole story is this dude.
Yeah, and I'm freaking out right now. I can't believe this, dude. This is nuts.
He sent a total of $1,500. By March 3rd, Tony found out that Patricia was not going to be delivered.
Sorry, talk about just going through the timeline of like what Tony did and like his responses is I can't even understand what he's saying.
I can't either, except that he's losing his mind, and
I'm feeling with some stuff right now that will get me locked up. Okay, so handle your. So right here, he's like, I will go to jail for the.
Yeah,
dude.
He contacted us 2 days later. That's March 5th.
So after he says that what he's doing can get him in jail, he goes and it's like, I've been catfished. We got to get these guys.
Wow.
Yeah, it's Patricia Fernandez, but my cell is blank and her nails, Patricia Fernandez.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the dude's not, he's not quite a full box of crayons.
Yeah.
On April 3rd, Tony requested the delivery again for Patricia.
Even reaching out.
Yeah, he's like, I've been scammed. Hey, where's my delivery?
I didn't feel good about her being held, so I wanted to give her the money, and then I told her, get out and go, and that's what she did. She got out and she took off. She said thank you, and I said, you're gonna do what you're gonna do, just get away from him. You don't, just do what you have to do, get away from him.
Do what you gotta do, get away from him. And then I went back and messaged him and be like, hey, where's my delivery? Oh, maybe he was a good guy the whole time. She got out and now he's just wanting his money back. You know, he's just trying to scam the scammers back. You know, maybe that's what it is.
That's what it is.
I have my own family. I can't be bringing a stranger into my house.
So now the story is that he wasn't going to do it anyway. He can't bring a stranger in his house. No way.
Because I can't call the police and say she was hurt. The police.
No, you can't call the police because you'll be the one that goes to jail. That's why you can't call the police, man. Come on.
You know, that I have no right to do that. So I was trying to think of the best case scenario. She needs to get out and then she could report. And she said that in these emails that she'll claim, make a claim against them and get money. I was like, okay, fine. The main thing was getting her out of that confined guard who had a gun.
Yeah, okay, but I still, whatever. He's like, yeah, the situation, I saved someone. But also you're like emailing people saying that you got catfished.
Right.
That it's not real. So like, which is it, buddy? Did you save somebody? Did you have the like, or did you think that you got scammed?
What's funny is I feel like they're leading into more potential scam opportunities. Like, hey, I really need to take these people to court, okay? Because we can win all this money back.
Yeah, I just need some money. Send me some money.
Send me some money for my lawyer. My lawyer fees is this much.
Your expectations were what they promised you, which was seeing her, meeting her, and effing that S out of her. You don't remember saying that?
Well, I don't remember saying anything to her.
On May 5th, you had...
Oh my God. I've never spoken to her ever, actually.
That's not what they're asking you.
Dude.
They're just reading back his own words and he's like, I
don't feel good about this. I don't feel good about you. And we're going to end this and just leave it there, okay?
What do you mean you're just going to end it and leave it there?
That's your decision.
Yep. All right. Thank you. Bye. Like, we've dealt with so many people. Yeah.
No, this is when you guys call the cops.
Please.
You can't criticize him for not calling the cops and then not call the cops.
I don't give an F. This guy got scammed. Yeah. Like, we're not helping him out. We're not doing anything. I think we'll just recap and teach people how to protect themselves and I don't know what we'll do with this video, but
Okay, so they're not too sure yet, but they're like they're pretty much saying that they're not going to do anything as far as looking into it anymore because they already know, like they did a quick search. She's not,
she's not real. Right?
She's not real, or it's not who he thinks she is.
Okay.
And they're like, good, he got scanned. That's what he gets. All right. So they go through and they looked up the people. They said that no one harmed, and actually the pictures were taken from 2 different Instagram model accounts. So it wasn't even the same girl.
That's crazy.
It's getting 2 different ones. Wow.
Thanks for watching another episode of Scamfish.
That's it. It doesn't say whether they did anything or not. I don't. Just from the video, I don't know if they did. Oh.
Well, I think it feels like they knew no one was in danger, right? So it's all made up in this dude's head, kind of. And this dude is the one who's taking it really too far. So if anything, I don't know what you can do.
Earlier, I compared it to Catch a Predator, to where like the intention, like the person that shows up thinks it's real,
right?
And then them showing up is the proof and like the messages and everything. And so this guy thinks, as far as the messages are concerned, allegedly, I'll say allegedly, because he goes back and forth between like what the messages say and what his intentions were. But like allegedly, he thinks it's real as well,
right?
And the intention of him sending the money and then like being.
Right.
Like, where is she? And then being like, I got scammed. She wasn't real is pretty damning on its own.
Yeah.
And yeah, so yeah. It's like, they could be like, why didn't you call the police to get her help? And then them not turning it over to the police that this man like tried to, like, he tried to sex traffic.
Right. Now,
Like,
they
actually
may have.
allegedly tried to, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a that leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I'm like, yeah, he got scammed, but then it's like,
This man's mad because he didn't get the correct human trafficking site.
so now what does he do now? Go and try again? Like,
Right.
yeah, I don't. Okay, well, anyway, that's that video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. But yeah, if today's your birthday, happy birthday. Stay toasty, my friends. I love you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.